expert, Sean. Things to look forward to throughout the show this week.
Well, I can tell you this, our mortgage radio listeners are not messing around because as rates drop, calls continue to increase, which I'm not shocked. Anytime that we see reduction in interest rates, you see an increase in benefit, increase in application, excitement. Across the board, people are thrilled to just really capitalize on the moment in time we're in. So again, network capital is the people answering these calls are standing by for action. So when you pick up the phone and dial 855 on radio, you're getting a company that lends their own money that doesn't charge lender fees like processing, underwriting, origination. That's the fun one. And then I like how quick their process is. They perform as quick as a 10-day close here. But throughout the show, we're going to go over reasons why you should call now, the rate reductions, what that's allowed you to do. Everyone's house value is in such a position. So if you've been wondering, like, man, I wonder what my better value home is going to allow myself to some answers for you. New results, new reviews, trends, accolades, articles in the news. It's jam-packed. The benefit sandwich is quite meaty, so have fun, stick with us. Let's definitely light up the phones. Let's see benefit. You guys did amazingly well the last 2 weeks. Like, the last 2 weeks have been some of our highest call volumes. 22. Congratulations, you guys. I'm thrilled to see some more benefit. I can't wait to see the numbers today. Here's the number for Network Capital. 855 on radio. 55 on radio.
Sean, it just came back to me that last week and the week before, we were talking about the fact that the rates had not dropped this far, this fast. I believe, I wish I could remember the year. I remember it was the song was Betty Davis Eyes. We were joking about all must have been in the 80s. Thank you. Right, okay, so we had been talking about that. It was such a huge drop that we hadn't seen anything like it since 1981. Well, here's a headline from this past week. Mortgages fall again after Fed chair signals slower interest rate hikes. So it was a historic drop, and now it's dropped even a little bit more.
What a blessing. That's why, like, I'm so excited. Like, no matter what, you guys, I'm always going to bring good attitude, excitement, energy, and just make it fun. But this is what someone in my sale gives extra momentum. Like, around this time of the year, you guys are going to do it, even if rates are 10%. Like, the amount of debt you rack up with your equity positions, with all the available ideas that are existing out there, you guys need access to cash. You need access to cash with no lender fees. You want it done quickly. You really don't want to do a bunch of work. You just want to put the cash in the pocket and put it to good use. And I can tell you, the last couple of weeks have allowed a lot more. So even though rates just dropped and plummeted just in the last 2 weeks, we saw a better reduction this week. They're saying basically the days ahead of us are going to look great. They're not going to escalate the rates anywhere near the level they thought. They're still planning on raising rates, just not at the clip or the massive step that they were usually going. Like, debt you racked up. Maybe if the expenses are swallowing you up a little bit, you're stressed out, you're looking for a means of benefit. I think you should look at doing your primary residence, tap into the equity position. Value of their home just skyrocketed. It's placed you in incredible positions. There's a lot you can do with the new, better market. Great equity positions, great interest lender fees, and a lender that knows the time that we're in. Network Capital standing by. The average call in to find out what's best for you. There's not just one rate hanging on the wall. All loans can be closed in as little as 10 business days. They're standing by to figure out what's best for your family today at this number. 855 on radio. On radio.
Do you have some recent results from one of our listeners that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I got to look up Jose here. So he worked with one of my bankers, Gabriel. Gabriel loves this guy. Okay, we all have certain customers that we'll never forget. I have a guy named Richard Archambault from Minnesota. I'll never forget the guy. You could ask me when I'm 90-some years old if I make it. I'll still remember his story. I talked about it on the show. But this one meant a lot to Gabriel. Gabriel Flores, I've known him forever. We call him Miami Squirrel. It's one of our favorites out of the Miami office. You know, you kind of get those things in here. I love this guy. Like, I would kill for this guy. So I was like, you know what, let's put this one on the list. So what it cheap, next better payments in January, closed in 13 business days. He got a fresh start. He got a... Now check this before you hear all the benefit. He had a 2.75%. That's an incredible rate before he called. He more than doubled his rate, you guys. But watch how much savings he got, and he's going to redo this in the future. But we went from cashing out to pay off $21,000 in credit card debts, cashed out and paid off $22,000. And then there was about $1,500 left over for cash on hand. What I like about this deal is it saves them $1,344 a month. Out for 12 months. That's $16,000 in savings. Sticks it out for 2 years. He put $32,000 into his pocket or into a better market. So there's a lot you can do today. I'm glad that this customer said, you know, it's not about the rate, it's about the benefit, it's about saving money. So Jose took the first step. Now, we know this is temporary. Like, he saved $1,300. The next time we go to redo this loan, because he's going to do it again when the rates drop, and we'll have even more benefits. So what I like is benefit today, benefit tomorrow. Every time he goes to use his credit in the future, he's going to see a better rate. Because we paid off the debts, we increased the credit scores. Now the next car, the next credit card, those I'm trying to get you guys to do. Think big picture, think down the road. If you could save money, increase credit scores, and position shot yourself for the best rates that are coming, I want you guys to call into this number. It's 855 on radio. 855 on radio.
Sean, I love Jose's result, and I'm glad you shared it, because I think it's hard for many of us to readjust our thinking big picture, because most of us think you would only refinance your home if you can get a lower interest rate, and it better be a lot lower. And yet, in today's situation, he's saving over $1,300 a month, and he didn't get a lower rate. So how can people use this as an example to think about their own situation?
Well, I can tell you this, like, okay, some people are going to be okay with staying at his rate. Like, he had a 2.7. 0.75. That's a 30-year fix. That's an incredible rate. So what some families are going to choose, go from Peter to pay Paul. They're going to take money from the checking savings, and then they're going to go ahead and try to pay these credit cards. Most of them are going to keep paying the minimums, and then it's a bit chasing your tail. Others are going to choose and say, okay, I had this rate once, I can try to get this rate again. Save money as we lead up to the next low rate era. I'd rather save rather than spend and borrow. I'm trying to keep bank accounts high. I'm trying to keep you guys' money in the market. I'm trying to save you money, enjoy a month off the mortgage around the holidays, enjoy the get maximized savings, and then kind of like golf, okay? Like, I wish I could do everyone's loan that's listening in one shot. The problem is, you guys, the green is too far away. Not every hole is drivable in one shot. So what a lot of great golfers do is what's called a position shot. Maybe put away the driver, go down to like a utility club or like a 3-iron, position shot yourself right in the middle of the fairway so you can attack the pin on the next shot. The same idea, the same concept is what I'm advertising. I want you guys to position shot on radio, save money, fix credit, pay off debts, get massive amounts of savings, and when the rates drop, you already got your docs. You already have better credit. You have a better chance to get access to those unbelievable guys' chance to save some money. Again, Network Capital lends their own money. They don't charge lender fees, and they're one of the #1 ranked on consumeraffairs.com. Here's their number and contact information. They're standing by for action. 855 on radio. 855 on radio.
Mortgage bankers are standing by right now live to answer any questions you might have at no cost. And just to underline what Sean's just told you, experience, I did a refi over the pandemic. I did two actually. 3 months later, I got a call from someone at Network Capital saying, hey, I can save you a few $100. Would you want to refi your refi? And I thought, like, why wouldn't I? Enough, sent over the notary, signed some docs, and I was saving a few $100 on top of the 6 figures that I was going to already be saving the course of the entire loan. So that I can vouch for the fact that they do keep tabs on you. Money, they will offer to do that. If you right now need cash, if you're thinking about a purchase, if you just want to talk to someone about your situation and make sure that it's optimal, here is the number. They are standing by at 855 on radio. That's 855 on radio. I wanted to share real quick a review from Lisa and John out in Fulton, New York. They left this review on the Consumer Affairs website. There are over 5,000 five-star reviews. But I love theirs, and I think some of you will relate because their situation, and that may be true for some of you. They write, we refinanced our home with Network Capital after being turned down by two other companies who declined to work with manufactured homes. We were discouraged and concerned about our finances until we talked to Christopher Guevara, our processor. Chris was very personal, like family. We worked with a special team including Kelly Strickland and Sarah Beal. They made the process as stress-free as possible, and in a short period of time, we were impressed with little paperwork and time on our end. The email and phone communications were consistent and included updates on the progress of the refinance. We truly recommend considering this company to help with your needs. Well, a huge thank you, Lisa and John out in Fulton, New York. Christopher Guevara, he's a fan favorite. Kelly Strickland and Sarah Beal appreciate the kind words. And I love that they had been turned down before, but not this time.
Yeah, La Tortuga, that's Christopher Guevara. We call him the Turtle. He's one of our better guys. His attitude's incredible. But what he did for the family is he cashed out, paid off $60,000 in debt, saved them almost $17,000 per year. They cashed out almost $30,000 for investments, and then we're going to be redoing this loan in the future. So I'm thrilled. I'm pumped. There's plenty more deals like this that are out there, but I wish you guys can start with a call with an open mindset at this number, 855 on radio.
Stay with us because when we come back, we're a bit more about debt. Maybe you don't have as much as Lisa and John, but maybe you have a little. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Teresa Strasser and Sean Metter on the Mortgage Radio Show, the show that informs you on the variety of mortgage products offered, along with the newest mortgage laws and guidelines. This is the show that alerts you with up-to-the-minute interest rates and helps you make the right mortgage decisions. Call 855 on radio for more information and details.
Welcome back. This is the Mortgage Radio Show. I'm Teresa. Mortgage expert Sean Metter. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram for the most up-to-date financial news, homeowner tips. Of course, the big news, we've talked about it for the past few weeks. Americans are debt, and so many people have been calling in during this show to get themselves out of debt. And even pre-pandemic, Sean, I know that you've long been a fan of leveraging the home, especially in an environment like now where your asset is, I think it is, if you own your own home, leveraging the home to get out of debt because maybe you'll, maybe these aren't the lowest interest rates we've ever seen, although they did just drop the past few weeks. However, it's going to be way lower than your credit card interest rate or your car loan. So this is something that you've been a fan of doing. We just shared results from Jose. I know you're excited to share Jose's story, and of course I loved it. He was in $60,000 worth of credit card debt. He did a refi. Now he's saving over $1,300 a month because he got rid of that high interest rate debt. So I just want to spend a moment on this because it is close to the holidays. Unfortunately, a lot of expenses have gone up. Things are more, food is more, gas is more, and people are using that plastic. So what if a family has $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 in debt? Do you think it's worth taking a look at refinancing?
Yeah, absolutely. What a lot of times we'll do is we at least have a good conversation. Sometimes it'll be telling you not to do it in ways that we can show you where you can funnel certain monies into a better direction. We might not do a cash out refinance. We might remove PMI. We might do term extension, term reduction, and then we'll tell you to use the month off of the refund to pay off the debt. So there's so many strategies. It's case by case. I just come on here and tell you guys everything is exactly either going to be A or B, but it's not. There's so many moving parts. There's so many different things that can change people's situations where maybe product A for the Strasser household might not be as product B for the Metter family. So there's so many different layers to this onion, you guys. That's why I really recommend you guys do a good job of calling in, which you always do. You light up the phones at 855 on radio. You bring good attitude. Our phone calls are always a better environment. Like, I love the mortgage radio call. website or they get called from the call center. The mortgage radio people, one, are serious. They usually qualify. And number three is you're just grateful to get the help. So I like the times that we're in. There's so many different and tap in to savings of today. So like, don't let anyone head fake it. Like, are the rates as sexy as they just were? No, but we all know they're eventually going to get better. There's still benefit. The problem is you guys are seeing exploding terms on so many things in life. Gas, food, electricity, energy costs are soaring through the roof. You guys are freaking out over that. With that, we have a big storm about to hit with that. And then you notice in your credit card balances, they're cutting your limits, raising your interest rates, which is bleeding your credit score. So I choose leveraging the home, paying out the debts, getting savings, putting a smile on your face, and taking your situation under. I have some cool stories to go over with you guys. We got results, reviews, trends, more goodies. We're going to talk about my neighbor. If he would have bought the house, how much bit more money would have been in his pocket. And we'll also talk about the guy that owns the home across the street, how much money he's off of my neighbor. So we'll dive into a lot of this stuff. But I want you guys to call him with an open mindset. Tell our friends at 855 on radio your goals, what you're looking to do, your story. Be an open book. Work together. Shout out to all the veterans, anybody that has referred the phone number of 855 on radio. I'm seeing calls in Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma, places we've never. Guys, amazing listeners, you have provided the contact information for Network Capital. So shout out to everyone. I'd love to end the year on a positive foot. I want good momentum moving into the new year. Here's your chance to see an amazing amount of savings for your family for now and years to come. Here's their number. 855 on radio.
Well, I realize I forgot to drill down on this. So he said he'd been rejected because, oh no, you know what? I'm thinking of Lisa and John. They wrote a review and they were rejected because they were in a manufactured home. All right, so I'm not sure precisely what a manufactured home is. I know my dad lives in a, what's